Hey everyone, I'm Isaac and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2025. In 2018, history was made when Black Panther became the highest grossing film of all time to come from a black director, a record previously held by The Fate of the Furious. Its director, Ryan Coogler, directed two other films before then, but Black Panther was undeniably his big break in Hollywood. He even returned for its sequel, Wakanda Forever, 4 years later. But now that Coogler has made a name for himself as a filmmaker, it only makes sense that he'd want to direct some stuff outside of Marvel to really show off his visionary storytelling, and that brings us to his newest film, Sinners. It would be a supernatural horror film set in the 1930s Deep South starring Michael B. Jordan in a dual role after he starred in all of Coogler's other films. That already sounded interesting, and the trailers looked really cool, but what really got my attention was the glowing praise it got from critics. So now I knew that I had to see this, and now that I have seen it, wow. The critics weren't lying, it is amazing. It centers around two twin brothers named Smoke and Stack, who are trying to leave their troubled past behind and recently returned to their home in rural Mississippi to start again. But little do they know that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. It starts out slower and more subdued, but the build-up is more than worth it. On top of the well-defined and interesting characters, the setting is used to its fullest with the production design and costume design doing an impeccable job capturing the 1930s time period, on top of the beautiful and sweeping cinematography by Autumn Arkapaw. And across the board, the actors were fantastic. Miles Caton is a star in the making with his performance as Sammy, Michael B. Jordan is great in both of his roles, and all the other actors from Haley Steinfeld to Wunmi Mosaku to Delroy Lindo provide some impeccable gravitas in their performances. All the while, Sinners is an in-depth exploration of blues culture with music playing a central part of the film. And not only is the score by Ludwig Göransson excellent per his standards, but the songs provide some of the standout moments of the film on top of the horror. Speaking of which, the scares are definitely effective here, especially with how most of the scary elements come from the sense of dread for what's to come. Also, fun fact, one of Ryan Coogler's inspirations for the film's horror was Death from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Seems like he learned from the best. But yeah, Sinners shines when it comes to the horror, especially around the last 40 or so minutes. I don't want to spoil too much because this is absolutely something you should check out if you're able to, but trust me, you'll be in for some masterfully crafted horror. Overall, Sinners is something that'll remind you of the power of movies. In an age of low-effort slot being the norm for Hollywood, it's genuinely refreshing to see a visionary director shine with something so exceptional in its quality. Obviously, this is something that I'd consider a must-watch, especially for horror fans. It's not too often we get a movie like this, so make sure to support it if you can. And after much deliberation, I believe Sinners is worthy of the coveted 10 out of 10 rating. Believe me, the hype is more than worth it when it comes to the magnum opus of Ryan Coogler. Next time, I'll be talking about another horror film with Until Dawn. I may not have played the game, but I'm not counting on this movie to be any good. If you're excited for that video and others like it, however, then definitely subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.